Each Project Read lesson will typically have all of the same sections that are listed on this template, but the order may vary. I will show you how to adjust the lesson plan template accordingly. For this example, I'm going to model how to fill out a lesson plan for Unit 5, Lesson 1. In the left margin is the label Teaching Objective. The objective says, in this lesson, you will work with a new vowel. And if I look right below, I can see that the new vowel is I. So for my objective, I'm going to type, in this lesson, you will work with the new vowel I. The next section is the anticipatory set. This is the section of the lesson where you will reflect on the student's previous knowledge and typically have some sort of item to display. In this lesson, I will display the alphabet that's listed on the front of the Writing the Alphabet book. I'm just going to list this item in the first box. This is just a quick reminder of which materials I'll need to prepare for this lesson. The following section is input. This is where you will be teaching the students the new skill or letter sound. I will display the letter card I, practice the letter I body language, and model how to fingerspell a few words and give example sentences. That's the only information I'll put in this section of the lesson plan. Next is where we will list additional VAKT items that are used in this lesson. Here I can see I will need felt paper and the alphabet book. In handwritten text, I can see skywriting and memory box. Skywriting doesn't require any materials, but a memory box means I'll be needing the sand. Let's add this info to the lesson plan. In the next section is a practice activity. I can quickly copy and paste this table to add it after VAKT. Each lesson will have a different practice activity that will give the student opportunities to practice the skill being taught. For this lesson, students have a series of flashcards with the short vowel I. All I'm going to write in the lesson plan is a brief overview of the activity to remind myself I'll need to make copies of the flashcard page. At this point, you already know what word building means. I'm going to need the spell tabs for this section. Here I'm going to write down the words that the students will practice. For the oral reading section, the teacher's guide will list the text you'll need to prepare for the lesson. If it says oral reading, this is a text that can be copied directly from the teacher's guide. If it's a story listed under LC Reading Collection, you'll have to locate and make copies of the text from the reading collection binder. Here I'm going to list the text I'll need to prepare. Finally, most lessons will have a sentence dictation section, which you also learned how to complete. All I'm going to write in the lesson plan is the sentences the students will practice. As you can see, this particular lesson has an additional practice activity. I'm going to briefly summarize the activity here. And there you have it, an organized lesson plan that accounts for all of the VAKT tools and follows the lesson sequence. At a glance, you'll know the lesson objective and which items need to be prepared.